Welcome to the channel, guys. I have decided to do a rundown on my journey of getting myself into Canada and then studying and then getting a PR or work permit and then the PR. So I'm going to be showing you or telling you a story which can help you navigate your story. So back in 2015, when I went to Canada, I was staying at my friend's, a very close friend of mine, till I graduated from school. And then slowly I started looking for a job and then looking for more opportunities around. Basically, to be more independent, right? So they helped me stabilize my feet in Canada, for which I never forget about them in my life. So the thing is that the story, it's like a hamster in that wheel. The worst thing about that story is that you feel somewhere down the line you start feeling like a hamster in a wheel, that the wheel is spinning and spinning and spinning and it's never ending. So I want you to, before you take that leap in front, I want you to take 2 steps behind by watching this video and the story. So what happens is, when you go out there, you want to learn new things, you meet new people. That situation decides where you are leading your life onto. But the main thing comes on what you actually want, right? So if you don't know what you want, no matter how better the wind is, you will go nowhere. You'll end up going nowhere, because you're catching multiple rabbits, right? If you're catching 2 rabbits at the same time, you'll end up catching none. So similar thing, it was time that I realized that this rat race is never ending. So some people criticize the 9 to 5 thing. As soon as you get there, as soon as you become a student, people will tell you 9 to 5 is bullshit and all that. But you see, before they start telling you that it is bullshit, do you try to understand and figure out that that is not bullshit? The person who's telling you it's bullshit, he also did a 9 to 5 somewhere down the line, right? That's why he became what he became today, and then he's able to tell you 9 to 5 is bullshit. So taking a step back helps you realize what the situation is, right? You got to realize what people are talking to you. Don't get manipulated. Number one, stay focused. You are in Canada to study. You are there to work. You are there to build a future for yourself and stabilize the whole situation, but not get diverted into multiple things, because things that come easy are not worth keeping, right? And the things that are worth keeping or enjoying do not come easy. So evaluate it that way. And now from 2015, I'll take you down to 2017, the year when I graduated from college. So my course was business marketing. Business marketing did help me quite a bit in terms of understanding the whole criteria, how that North American market works in terms of SEO and all that stuff, which helped me, like building a website, all that digital creation. So those things kind of help you, but generating income, it did not help me at all. That course did not help me at all. It was B120. The code is B120 from George Brown in Toronto downtown. So in case you are taking it, so this is the scenario. It will not help you in terms of generating big amount of income, unless you wanna do stuff on Fiverr, open up independent marketing agency. But the thing is that marketing requires you to upskill every year. Every year there's something new coming up in technology that you gotta update yourself to be in the market, to for people to enjoy your work or pay you for that hard work. And then when I graduated, I start to look for a job which was marketing. So I did product testing. I was with Crossmark for first 2 months, where I used to go to Metro grocery stores, and then I used to do product testing. I used to do, the cookie named Chips Ahoy. I used to give them out for testing to the people who wandering around the grocery store, and it was just like, I mean, not fair that I graduated, I spent my money. Some people told me, oh, go get a AZ license. For those of you who do not know what AZ license is, it's the commercial driver license. So people told me get that, but I wouldn't wrap my head around, because my parents did not dream of me driving a truck someday. So, I mean, if it's my dream, okay, you can go ahead, right? That's what I thought to myself, but it was not even my dream. And that hamster wheel is still spinning. Okay, I'm still in that wheel running. So I'm gonna show you the whole timeline: 2015, 2016, 17. So now we're in 17. So I keep going around, start to look into financial sector. Did not work out. Then I had a company where I was working part-time, right? I told them I can come to you guys, and I can work for free for you guys. Just let me oversee how the operations are going. Okay. This company is JD Transportation. I'm not sure if this is still in operation, but they let me sit there. So thank you, Ravinder Paji. If you're watching this video, thank you, Baljit Paji, and thank you, Manav Paji. So these three guys, they let me sit in their office, and they let me oversee the operations. It was not even a month, but within the 15 days span of time, I caught up to how things were going. It was quite easy, right? And once you have that willingness to learn, you can go into any field, right? So it was just watching and learning from them. But then you move on. You think that this company that hired me, it was called CP Tex Transportation, okay, Canadian Pacific Transportation something. So I worked there for like 8 months. It was a small company. I built his with my creativity. I built his trucking company from 2 trucks, okay, to 10 trucks. But then eventually you get overworked, and you're underpaid, okay, because it's a new company, and everybody's trying to save. But me being new in the industry, I couldn't ask for a raise or money, whatever, because I had limited amount of hours in the day, and I had limited talent, limited experience. So I couldn't get the things to turn in my favor. And then what happens is, I see these blue trucks coming out of the other side of the street where I used to work at CP Tex, right? And then I saw that these trucks are never ending, they're going back and forth. So I see there, I'm like, I want to apply on their website. So what I do is I just go to the front desk. I ask them for their email. Where do I send my resume? I want to work as a dispatcher here. So some people who are on my Instagram and they're watching this, they know where I work, right? So I have never revealed it publicly, but people know where I work. And so this is 2018. This is April 2018. April 1, I sent an email, no response. April 2nd, no response. So what happens is, when you try to transpire or manipulate things in your favor, so this is what I did. So I said, please find attached, but there was actually nothing attached. And similarly, within 1 or 2 hours, the operations guy, he sent me an email back, hey Grover, there's nothing attached. So I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, exactly, this is what I wanted, to open up a conversation between me and the operations guy. And then, it went on. They're like calling me for an interview. So 5 people, they take my interview. I get hired. I started my journey with that company with 36,000 per annum. Okay, and it's been joyful since then. I have learned a lot, and the things that I can show you on my YouTube channel are a result of my hard work and their cooperation built together. Without them, it wouldn't be possible, right? So it is always something that is built is always together. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together, right? That's why our famous entrepreneur, it's Ratan Tata, right? So things were good. I was making good money, but then good money back then, 36,000, okay, it was not good. I had to skip the dishes on the side. I had to do Uber on the side, and I had to still look for more jobs on the side because my rent wouldn't be covered, okay? And then the CP Tex company I was working with, it got bankrupt, right? So things were financial downfall. And then people who I asked for help to get me into dispatching, they wouldn't help either. So it's like nobody wants to teach each other to get ahead in life. They only want you to just be in that position where you best serve them, and that's it. So from prime example, right? If you got 5 best friends, okay, I'm taking this video off topic. You got 5 best friends, you want to test them out, send each of them a message. Hey, I need $500 right now. I'm at a mechanic, my car broke down, I need $500 right now. Can you send it over? And just watch. How many of them respond? How many of them send you that money? Okay? If somebody sends you that money, keep that friend for life, okay? And that's how you open up to people. Like, situations decide what the person is really inside, okay? So there'll be many situations you learn and then you move on, right? So now comes 2018, good year for me. 2019, very good. 2020, promoted from track and trace to a dispatcher, and then from dispatcher to dispatch supervisor, right? So the main story for that PR, right? I did not divert my mind. I wouldn't want any of you to, get misguided, because people tend to leave their jobs, leave education. It's only 2 years, get them done and get out. Do your own thing after you're done your education, what you came for. But don't leave it halfway, because it's gonna make you run around more. They tell you change provinces, you don't need to do that. If you stick to the process, you're gonna be golden, man. So girls and guys, whoever's watching me, right? So it's a request. You come in Toronto, you come in Brampton, wherever you come to, you can get a PR wherever you are. You don't need to panic. It's not a big subject. I mean, you get it with your hard work, okay? Nothing's coming easy, but you get it through your hard work. So when I joined this company, okay, these guys have got 1,100 trucks, okay, and then around 1,200 trailers, and then big operations, multi-million-dollar company, and then profit 50 in Canada. Now it's profit 10. Okay, now the day I'm filming this, it's Saturday, 17th December 2022. So when I say that I was moving towards getting my PR, I could have done through Express Entry, but I avoided that track because express entry pools were fluctuating. They're going down and they're going up. So a person like me who came to Canada from high school after grade 12, uh, you're bound to get cancelled every time that roster goes up and down. You're bound to get out of that roller. So I was going through my process through OINP, okay, nominee program. It's called the Ontario Immigration Nominee Program. So I am not like an immigration expert, okay, neither am I a lawyer, attorney. I'm giving you my story because I've seen videos on YouTube where people collect all that news and bring it up to you, okay, just because they've got great audience, they put that news together for you. I mean, news is available directly on your phones without them putting that in that video, right? I'm not doing that. I'm trying to put my story for you on YouTube so you can watch, you can learn, and you can integrate that story, compare that story from where, like, my standpoint and your stand, you can see where you stand right now. You don't need to panic. It's all easy. So the thing goes again, OINP. We were at OINP, okay? So OINP is a nominee program where once you get that program, what you have to do is apply for it, and then you can, as soon as you get that job, you can apply for this program. And once you get that, and you don't need that 1 year experience. As soon as you're hired, you can apply for that program. You get that PNP, Provincial Nominee Program. You get approved. This is actually the view from my bedroom outside, so I had to pause the video for the truck that's there. It has a big speaker, so I'm kind of waiting for them to pass by, go further away so I can start making the video. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so they're actually trying to go right now. So once you reach that PR state, right? Once you let me just put it right there. 1 sec, guys. So you put it there. Okay, so once you reach the PNP state, right? Once you get that invitation, you are logged. You are logged in. You are gonna get PR for sure. First, you avoid that 10-month, 11-month wait for that express entry bullshit, and then second good thing happens is you get logged in. You will for sure get that PR because you have that invitation from the province. Okay. Once you get that invitation, you also get a 2-year extension with that provincial invitation. You get a 2-year work permit extension. So I'll tell you what happened with me is when I got that 2-year extension, my lawyer who was working on my file, she tried to mess things up around. Okay, so hear me out. What could go wrong and how you can avoid it. So my lawyer told me, hey Grover, so what we can do is don't apply for that extension. I'm gonna keep you on visitor visa, so you don't have to worry about anything, which was the most fucked up thing ever. So don't do that. Don't let your lawyer tell you that they're gonna keep you on visitor visa or they're gonna apply a visitor visa. So it's gonna fuck you up because you will not be eligible to work. Okay, if a good employer is hired you are not gonna be allowed to work. Okay, because you do not have legal documents to work in Canada at that period of time. So what you can do is stick to the plan. They gave you that 2-year extension, so make sure you apply for that. Don't be hesitant not applying for that. It's gonna help you a lot. So once you get that 2-year extension, you actually are safe. You have that cushion, if let's say your file was to get rejected, you still got 2 years to fix those things up. So the speaker is actually too loud. I mean, I'm gonna try to be as good as possible with the speakers and the mic here on my phone. But the thing is, we were at do not be hesitant to apply for that 2-year extension. Okay, it'll help you a lot. And then keep working in the same company. Do not try to change the company. If you want to change the company, change it after you're done with your PR. Okay, do not move around. Do not try to shift unless there's circumstances that force you to change that company, right? Because you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. It's two-way process, right? So do it, make that your contingent process. That means when everything fails, you do that. You move around between companies. But before that, stick to that same company. Okay, build your reputation. So build your relationship with the company. Build your network by staying within that company. And then when my turn, when invitation was done, everything was done, my federal application was applied. So it was 2 years, COVID hit, right? And then my application wasn't getting responded to for 2 big years. And then I was just, it was good that I applied for that 2 year extension. I had to email IRCC that my lawyer fucked up. So here's my request. Please send me that 2 year extension again, because that extension has to be applied within 8 months of you receiving that PNP, right? You cannot wait till after that 8 months. So my lawyer made me wait after that 8 months. So I had to email IRCC again to get that stuff back. And they emailed me that latest extension letter. And I started the process of filing another work permit request for 2 years. So by that time, I was okay, like working, everything was good, income was increasing. And then, all this happened because I was focused on what I need to get in life. You guys might be living with many people, you guys might be meeting new people, new friends or whatever. That's why your mind keeps shifting. Oh, he's done federal, he's done whatever. So here's my story. And I mean, everybody cannot copy you. You're all different, right? You're all at different situations in life. I'm not sure what those are, and I cannot tell you how to live your life, but I can only show you with my videos that what went down with my story in Canada, right? And then finally, when the PR card came in, right? After that thing, so actually, before the PR card came in, they tried canceling my application. They said I got 21 days to fix that application. So I fixed it, resent it back to them. Okay. And then waited another 2 years. So my PR card came in with the wrong date of birth. Okay. So I had to wait another 1.5 years for the right card to come in. And they were backlogged due to COVID. So they weren't sending me anything. What I had to do was I had to write down on a thread. You can go on their website, IRCC website. They have threads, the help threads. You can type on those and you can submit those with your request, what you want to get done. So they respond back in, I guess, a week's time or 3 working days, something like that. So they kept on responding to me. I talked to different officers on the phone and it didn't help. And finally, one good officer, okay, I'm not going to be mentioning the name, one good officer put my request forward, okay, and they gave me that updated card, because I had to send the old one back to them. And they were thinking that I was trying to change my date of birth on the landing paper, but I wasn't. So I had to get a affidavit made from my lawyer, and I had to send that back to IRCC that we are not changing it on the landing paper. We're trying to change it on the PR card itself, the physical card itself. And something they wouldn't understand, but we had to explain it to them somehow. And then things kind of worked out. And yes, so that was my story on how I got my PR. It was pretty simple, and I know it's a long process, but it's just a step-by-step process. NOCB category. So a lot of you might be confused that dispatcher does not come in NOCB, but dispatch logistician comes under NOCB. So you can apply under that. And wishing you all a successful process with your PRs. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, like it and then subscribe the channel, okay, and then share it with your loved one. Help as many people as you can, okay? Lots of love.